You work hard, pay your bills, maybe even earn a good income, but why do you still feel stuck? The truth is, most people confuse wealth with having a lot of money, but according to Robert Kiyosaki, being truly rich means being free from paychecks, debt, and fear of the future. In this video, Financial Freedom, what it really means to be rich, you'll discover that it's not just about money. It's about living with purpose, making intentional choices, and building a life where money works for you, not the other way around. If you're tired of the rat race and want to truly understand how to break free, stick with me. This is where the shift begins. What does it really mean to be rich? For many, it's having lots of money. For others, it's never having to worry about bills again. But according to Robert Kiyosaki, being rich goes beyond that. It's about freedom, the ability to live life on your own terms without relying on a paycheck. True wealth, Kiyosaki says, isn't about how much you earn, but how much you keep and grow. Financial freedom is when your money works for you, not the other way around. From a young age, we're taught to seek security, go to school, get a good job, work hard. But few ever stop to ask, will this make me free? Or will it just keep me stuck in a routine? Kiyosaki challenged the status quo by saying schools teach us how to be employees, not entrepreneurs. They teach us to fear risks instead of building assets. And that's where the difference begins, between being well paid and being truly wealthy. In this video, we're going beyond the appearance of wealth. We're diving into what it really means to achieve financial freedom. It's not about showing off, it's about making empowered choices. And it all starts with a shift in mindset. Picture someone with a high salary, a beautiful home, and a luxury car. To the outside world, they look rich. But if they stopped working for just 1 month, everything would fall apart. Is that real wealth? Kiyosaki says no, that's dependency disguised as success. Financial freedom starts when you understand the difference between assets and liabilities. Assets put money in your pocket, liabilities take it out. Most people confuse the two and end up trapped in debt that looks like achievement. Kiyosaki learned this lesson from his rich dad. While his biological father followed the traditional path, stable job, living paycheck to paycheck, his rich dad built businesses, made investments, and created income streams that worked even while he slept. So being rich isn't about having a high salary. It's about cash flow. It's about building a system that supports your lifestyle without needing your constant presence. It's the famous idea of making money while you sleep, something that sounds like a myth, but is entirely possible. Throughout his journey, Kiyosaki realized that most people are stuck in the rat race. Wake up, work, pay bills, repeat. And that happens because they never learn how to make money work for them. Instead, they work for money until they burn out. Financial freedom is the opposite of that cycle. It's when your investments, businesses, or properties generate enough income to cover all your expenses. At that point, working becomes a choice, not a necessity. And that changes everything. When you're financially free, you can focus on what truly matters: your family, your health, your dreams. Freedom doesn't mean having everything. It means not being dependent on anything. That's where real power lies. Kiyosaki teaches that the path to freedom begins with financial education, not the kind you get in school, but the kind that shows you how money actually works. Understanding that is like opening your eyes for the first time. Most people work just to pay bills, and when they earn more, they spend more. That cycle never ends. The real breakthrough comes when you start buying assets and thinking like an investor. Assets can be rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, or businesses that run without your direct involvement. Every dollar invested in assets is like a soldier fighting for your freedom, even while you rest. But the system doesn't encourage this way of thinking. We're trained to consume, not to invest, to seek stability, not growth, to follow rules, not question them. Kiyosaki shows that this isn't by accident. It's a system designed to keep you dependent. The difference between the rich and the poor isn't just about money, it's about mindset. The rich ask, how can I make money work for me? The poor say, I need a raise, and time passes, but nothing changes. Once you understand this, you begin to break free. Every financial decision becomes strategic. Every purchase is questioned, is this an asset or a liability? Will this bring me closer to freedom or keep me stuck? Financial freedom requires responsibility. It's not about luck, it's about choice. It's planning for the future, thinking long-term, and resisting the urge for instant gratification. It's realizing that today's sacrifice is tomorrow's comfort. And even if you're starting from scratch, the most important thing is to start. Financial education shifts your entire perspective. It gives you power. And with that power, you can build a life most people don't even believe is possible. Robert Kiyosaki often says, "The rich don't work for money, they make money work for them." That single phrase sums up an entire philosophy of life. And to live by it, you have to change the way you see time, effort, and reward. When you trade time for money, you're always limited by the number of hours in a day. But when you invest in assets, your income no longer depends on your time. That's when multiplication takes over. That's the snowball effect in action. The rich don't become wealthy just because they have money. They grow wealth because they understand how money multiplies. And for that, you don't need a huge salary. You need financial intelligence. That's what separates high earners who are buried in debt from modest earners who achieve freedom. Another key point in Kiyosaki's philosophy is fear of loss, fear of risk, fear of stepping off the beaten path. His poor dad was driven by fear of insecurity. His rich dad was driven by a desire for independence, and that difference changes everything. School teaches us to avoid mistakes, but the real world rewards those who learn from them. Financial freedom means embracing risk, learning from failures, and adjusting course. It's a lifelong learning game. Many people ask, where do I start? And Kiyosaki's answer is always the same. Start by learning. Read books, join communities, listen to those who've already walked the path. Then start small. The first step matters more than how big it is. You don't have to wait until you have a lot of money to start investing. You can begin with knowledge, with your time, with discipline. Sometimes it starts with a simple shift in mindset, asking the question, how can I make my money work harder for me? That question opens doors. Financial freedom isn't some far-off destination. It's something you build day by day. Every financially conscious decision brings you one step closer. Every dollar saved and invested is a brick in the foundation of your independence. Kiyosaki also emphasizes a crucial concept, the difference between good debt and bad debt. Many people think all debt is bad, but that's not true. Bad debt finances consumption. Good debt generates returns. Buying a home to live in with a large mortgage may feel like a step forward, but if that home costs more than it gives back, it's a liability. Meanwhile, a rental property that pays for itself and generates profit is an asset, even if it involves debt. That's good debt. This mindset breaks old paradigms. It shows that using other people's money, like the banks, can be a smart move, as long as it earns you more money in the end. The wealthy understand this. They use the system to their advantage instead of being controlled by it. Another key factor is your social circle. Kiyosaki often talks about how the people around you shape your thinking. If everyone you know works for money, you'll likely do the same. But if you surround yourself with investors, entrepreneurs, and creators, your mindset starts to expand. Financial freedom requires a supportive environment. It's hard to grow when you're surrounded by fear, scarcity, and complacency. That's why Kiyosaki stresses the importance of choosing carefully whom you learn from, talk to, and share your goals with. And that brings us to entrepreneurship. It's not just about starting a business, it's about taking control of your income. Entrepreneurs create value, solve problems, and build assets. That's financial freedom in action. You don't have to drop everything overnight. You can start small, a side hustle, an investment in learning, a smarter choice at your next purchase. Every small step is a piece of the financial freedom puzzle. Over time, you'll realize it's not about earning more, but earning better. About making intentional decisions, about stepping out of autopilot. Being rich is about living with purpose, knowing where you're going, and building a life that reflects that. The path to financial freedom is paved with daily choices. It's not about luck or a miracle investment. It's about consistency, long-term vision, and most of all, financial self-awareness. Kiyosaki often says that before you can control your money, you need to understand your emotions. Fear and greed are the two biggest obstacles to sound financial decisions. Fear paralyzes. Greed pushes you into reckless risks. That's why knowledge is the foundation. When you understand how the game works, you won't fall for easy promises, and you won't panic when things fluctuate. You learn to observe, analyze, and decide with clarity. And that clarity is worth its weight in gold. Another core concept in Kiyosaki's teachings is time. The wealthy invest time before they invest money. They study, learn, watch the market, and understand people's behavior because they know preparation is the first step toward lasting success. Meanwhile, traditional thinking looks for shortcuts, waiting for a promotion, an inheritance, or a sudden breakthrough to change everything. But that breakthrough often never comes, and frustration takes the place of hope. Financial freedom isn't a miracle. It's the result of a conscious process. It's the sum of smart decisions, patience, and discipline. It's choosing to delay immediate comfort for the sake of a powerful future. And that future doesn't have to be far away. It starts with small actions, cutting unnecessary expenses, investing a portion of your income, learning about assets, creating a new source of revenue. Every step shifts your life's trajectory. Slowly, you begin to move away from paycheck dependence. You start building a safety net. You begin to feel the peace of knowing your money is working for you. And with that comes the freedom to choose, to live with more ease. Kiyosaki always says, financial freedom isn't about money, it's about power. The power to say no, the power to change direction, the power to live with intention. And that power is available to anyone who chooses to learn. When you start applying Kiyosaki's principles, something shifts internally. You stop living on autopilot. You begin to see the world through an investor's eyes, spotting opportunities where you once only saw limitations. This entrepreneurial mindset is one of the greatest keys to financial freedom. It's not just about starting companies, it's about seeing value where others see cost. It's about identifying needs and offering solutions. It's about turning ideas into assets. The scarcity mindset, one that so many people carry, says, I can't, I don't have, I'm not able. But the abundance mindset, cultivated by the wealthy, asks, how can I? What do I need to learn? Who can help me? That shift in thinking changes everything. Kiyosaki also emphasizes that financial intelligence includes learning how to deal with failure. Every investor makes mistakes. Every entrepreneur experiences setbacks. But those who are truly free learn from their failures and come back stronger because they understand that failure is part of the process. Most people are so afraid of losing that they don't even try. And so they stay exactly where they are. The wealthy, on the other hand, test, adjust, and take calculated risks. They know that every step, even the stumbles, brings them closer to freedom. Another crucial point is control. The rich control their spending, their investments, their time. They don't leave their financial future to chance, to others, or to the government. They take the reins, even if that means extra effort and learning. Kiyosaki compares financial freedom to a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets, and that applies to knowledge, discipline, and vision. Everything grows with practice and intention. And as this mindset matures, you begin to realize something powerful. Being truly rich means having time. Time to be with loved ones, to care for your health, to create, travel, rest. Money is just the tool. Freedom is the goal. That's why this journey is so worth it. It's not easy. It takes courage, change, and resilience. But in the end, the reward isn't just financial. It's personal, emotional, even spiritual. It's living a life where you choose the direction. Over the years, Robert Kiyosaki learned that financial freedom is built quietly. It's not about impressing others with visible wealth. It's about creating a solid life, even when no one's watching. The difference between looking rich and being rich is fundamental. Many people live to show off. They buy the latest car, take finance vacations, and flaunt a lifestyle built on credit. That's not freedom. That's a trap. Those who are truly wealthy often appear simple. They live below their means, invest consistently, and think long-term. They know that every dollar saved and wisely invested is a seed, and the harvest comes with time. Time, in fact, is one of the greatest allies on the path to independence. Compound interest, what Einstein famously called the eighth wonder of the world, only works for those who are patient. The money that grows over time is the most powerful kind, but we live in an age of urgency. We want results yesterday, instant profits, easy solutions, and that's why so many fall into traps, promises of quick riches, get-rich-quick schemes, scams disguised as opportunities. Kiyosaki warns there are no safe shortcuts. What exists is the path of education, practice, mistakes, and learning. Those who understand this protect themselves. They learn to assess risks, ask the right questions before investing, and recognize when something sounds too good to be true. He also strongly advocates for diversification. Putting all your eggs in one basket is risky. Building multiple income streams, owning different types of assets, and maintaining a strategic reserve are essential pillars for lasting financial freedom. What supports this foundation is habit. Small, repeated actions month after month, saving a little, investing wisely, studying consistently. It's not glamorous, but it's what gets real results. And when these habits become part of who you are, freedom stops being a distant goal and becomes your new normal. You no longer live just to pay bills. You live to create, to contribute, to take ownership of your own story. One of Kiyosaki's greatest insights is that true freedom isn't achieved through money alone, but through knowledge, action, and vision. Money might open doors, but it's knowledge that keeps them open. Many people, when they start earning more, simply raise their lifestyle. That creates an illusion of progress. They enjoy better experiences, buy more comfort, but remain trapped because they still rely entirely on that income to keep everything going. Those who pursue financial freedom understand that every increase in income is an opportunity, a chance to accelerate investments, strengthen assets, and create new streams of revenue. It's not about spending more, it's about investing better. This mindset requires awareness. Kiyosaki talks about the importance of knowing your numbers, how much you earn, how much you spend, where your money goes, what you can cut. You can't manage what you don't measure, and many people live in financial blindness. Another key concept is leverage. The wealthy use other people's time, money, and knowledge to grow. They build networks, surround themselves with people who have complementary skills, and multiply their results through collaboration. That's the opposite of the lone wolf mentality, where everyone tries to do everything on their own. Freedom also comes from working together, from the ability to build with others, to exchange ideas, to learn from those ahead of you. Kiyosaki also teaches that financial freedom requires vision. It's about looking beyond this month. It's about planning for the years ahead. It's about envisioning where you want to be and deciding what you need to do today to get there. Then taking action. That vision changes how you manage your money. Every expense gets evaluated. Does this bring me closer to the life I want? Every investment is made with intention. Nothing is impulsive. And throughout this journey, you come to realize something truly valuable. It's not just about money. It's about living intentionally, about having clarity of purpose, about finding balance and building something that truly matters. As you dive deeper into Kiyosaki's philosophy, you begin to realize that financial freedom is really freedom of choice. It's the ability to say yes to what truly matters and no to what only drains your time and energy. That kind of autonomy is powerful. You no longer have to take just any job for the paycheck. You can choose meaningful projects. You can devote more time to your family, your health, your dreams. It's a new kind of wealth, deeper and more genuine. But this freedom requires a constant commitment to personal growth. It means being willing to challenge old beliefs, like the idea that money is evil, that rich people are greedy, or that only those born into wealth can get rich. Kiyosaki teaches that money is just a tool. It amplifies who you are. If your intentions are good, money can help you bring them to life. If you want to help, build, or make an impact, money gives you the power to do so. That's why the wealthy never stop learning. They're always reading, seeking mentors, watching trends. Financial education becomes a lifestyle, not just a short-term goal. This mindset creates a virtuous cycle. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more you earn, the more you invest. The more you invest, the freer you become. And gradually, your life stops being driven by scarcity and starts being guided by purpose. Financial freedom is also a legacy, not just of wealth, but of mindset. When you change your relationship with money, you transform your family's future. You teach your children to think differently, to act with intention and awareness. You break cycles of scarcity, of fear, of dependence, and plant the seeds of a new future. A future where choices are made based on dreams, not limitations. Where money serves life, not controls it. That legacy may be the most valuable of all. It goes beyond numbers. It shapes generations. And it reminds us that more important than being rich is being free, free to live, to create, to choose, and to leave the world better than you found it. As we reach the end of this journey, one truth stands out from Robert Kiyosaki's teachings. Being rich isn't about having a lot of money, it's about having freedom. The freedom to choose, to live with intention, to walk your own path without depending on a paycheck or external validation. True wealth is quiet, steady, and solid. It doesn't need to be flaunted. It shows up in conscious decisions, in peaceful nights of sleep, in days you get to design for yourself. And that's something no material possession can buy. The path to that freedom is open to everyone. It doesn't matter where you come from, how much you earn, or how many mistakes you've made. What matters is the decision to change, to learn, to apply what you know with discipline and consistency. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to that freedom. Every dollar you invest, every book you read, every choice you make with financial clarity is another brick in your castle of independence. Kiyosaki teaches us that there's no magic, but there is a method. And the most powerful first investment you can make is in yourself. In your knowledge, your mindset, your worldview. Because that's what will support everything you build. And what's most inspiring is this: as you pursue your own freedom, you also inspire others. You show that it's possible to step out of the rat race, that it's possible to build a life of meaning, control, and abundance. So the question now is, are you willing to begin? To commit to the process? To build day by day the life you truly want to live? Remember, financial freedom isn't the end. It's the beginning of a life where you are the author of your story. A life where money serves you, not the other way around. A life where at last you are free,